Okay, welcome to Trotsville. So I'm going to put together a guide for the next 5 missions in the next for the next Grand Prix. I'm going to start off with mission 11, Saving Private Ryan. And there's a few things to note before we get started with this level. So for this island, most of the requirements for promotions are going to be in mission 11, which is this one, and mission 13. For mission 12, 14 and 15, the requirements are quite low, so really it's kind of what's ideal for mission 11 and 13 is going to shape what our lineup is. We can have 32 promotion points worth of pigs from this mission to start off with. We're allowed to collect any medals during these 5 missions, but ideally we kind of want to not collect any because they're just not going to be worth it. They would in an any percent run, but they're not in this. So I have chosen the same lineup as I would for any percent, but there's going to just be small differences between this and any percent. So here we have 1 extra promotion point. In this mission, we don't even need to collect the survival bonus really. We kind of only really need to promote 1 pig throughout this whole run, and that's just to get an extra shrapnel for mission 13. It's ideal to have 2 more engineers total for mission 13, but it's not necessary, so you might want to not worry about collecting the survival bonus, and that will give us an extra strap which I'll be able to show in this mission shortly. Okay, one of the first strategies is kind of an optional one. I'm just going to walk up to this way and pause the emulator. We're going to hope to get a to climb up this mountain without needing to go all the way around, but it involves some sort of tricky jumping. It's not too tricky once you know which tiles are slippery and which aren't, and if you fail it, you will slip all the way down. So I'm actually going to show it failing. You really don't want to fail because you slip all the way down to the bottom. I'm going to get back up here, and if my magic pen works, so here I'm going to try and draw on what I think are the slippery tiles. It's a bit tricky. Here, here, here. So we have slipperiness, 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 slipperiness over here. We don't have slipperiness. I guess you can't see my pointer. Let me get a different color. So we don't have slipperiness in this blue tile or this tile. So ideally we're looking to jump between these 2 tiles. We can just forcefully walk between these 2 tiles. We might slip for just a fraction of a second, but we will make it up. Try to get rid of that now and unput. Got 2 things, okay. Right, so yeah, so we can just directly walk straight up and down here without the jump because I kind of know where these tiles are. We're looking for this green circle. I think there's another jump further up here as well on these green parts. Yeah, but those are the 2 places that you can make that short little jump just to save a few seconds. Right, so I'm at the jump again. Just going to make this easy. So we get a nice, easy straight line all the way to our sniper friend over here. Once we get here, I'm just going to pause again. So I've just placed my pig about halfway, maybe slightly forwards, halfway along this tile, and right on the edge of this tile. Now I'm going to turn a tiny bit left and place a mine. This should give us the perfect angle into the center minefield. It's a bit tricky, so I wouldn't mind trying to find a better guide to try and line this up. But at the moment, I'm just going halfway along this tile, sort of parallel with this tree, and turning a tiny bit left. Here is where the strategy of not mattering about, if you don't mind about the promotion points and you're willing to lose the survival bonus here, you can use a suicide after the mine placement. It is quicker to blow up this tree and you'll save a few seconds not waiting for the TNT fuse. But it does have one disadvantage in that because your pig dies, there's nothing to kind of keep the enemies contained within this top area. Sometimes they will wander around, not see a pig, and then just keep wandering around forever. So I actually want my pig alive for this tutorial, at least, to show this part. We're also kind of hoping for some RNG after this turn. So we want the next AI pig to really do one thing ideally, but there are two different moves that they tend to do. We can handle both, but it's just one is a few seconds quicker than the other. We kind of want him to walk once and then fire a sniper rifle. Sometimes he throws gas. The other thing that is most common is just hiding straight on the spot. That's fine, we can continue with that, but it's not ideal. Right. So I'll put a save state because we want to test two different paths. I'll show I'll show both later. But we'll see which one we get first. And the left. Yep, so I want to turn my pig around a tiny bit because I need to be able to walk over here. Hopefully I've got the right angle. Yep, I heard the blast. Okay, so he hid straight on the spot, which is the second best thing. I'll continue with this and reload the save state later to show the best possible. Because he's on that spot, we will need to get the hero out later and jetpack somebody. Right. Next step, we have our saboteur. We want to get this guy out of the box. And we want to walk all the way up to this bombardier or pyro, I can't remember who he is. I guess he's a bombardier. And just blast him out the screen. You don't want to shoot over the top of his head, so get right up and close. This guy is hopefully just going to walk once and stop here. He's doing the second best thing he could have possibly done. Now, I'm just going to pause. Because the first sniper hid straight on the spot, we have to actually get out of the shelter and jetpack. Our airstrike isn't going to reach between the two snipers. So this is where it's not ideal. So yeah, we're taking extra time, whereas the ideal way is we'd just be able to equip airstrike straight from this shelter, and that's really quick. So here, I'm going to jump these mines, walk back a tiny bit, turn a tiny bit to the right. When that guy just about goes off screen, check the jetpack and it should go straight into him. Okay, next. I'm I'm going to focus the airstrike on the one that remained on the podium. I'm going to put him in the little triangle window of the airstrike, and that should guarantee his death. I hope. Some other things. So the other things I've noticed here is I'm trying to push them away from the cliff. So I get my magic pen back. I've seen. Yes, that's the wrong window. I've seen the other sniper landed here. You can see them every few seconds appear with some weird breathing marks, I think they are. He's around here. That's not the best, so I'm needing to angle this airstrike quite far than normal, or further this way. I do not want to end up blasting this sniper in this direction at all, because if they go in this direction, they'll slip all the way down this slope, and that will take an extra 5 to 10 seconds sometimes. The other thing you can also do is knock them straight into the health. That happens quite a lot. So I'm aiming to put the airstrike in a way which pushes them anywhere in this direction. Just, yeah. You don't want them going in the other direction. The other thing, as I was explaining, is I can see the center of this sort of window here. I've just put it on the sniper, and that should guarantee his death. As I unpause and place, magic pen keeps taking the focus away. So I did all the explaining. I'm hoping it's just going to work out. I think. So dead and dead. Right, this guy is staying still, which is great for us. He's the most annoying sniper around, and we really hope he doesn't walk around, because he can wander for ages and ages and take up the entire turn. Now I'm paused. Now there's only one pig left to kill. Sometimes there'll be, after the airstrike, one will survive. Make this little jump. All we need to do is get a TNT straight into the minefield. The TNT will deal over half this pig's health. There was a bit of weirdness with it missing my input. So I did 46, just needs one mine, and that's done. Right. So now I need to go back to the other place where the first AI pig could have done something different, and play this all out again. Right, this should hopefully be, if he takes out the sniper, yes, this is exactly what we want. So now we've got the ideal route. We still have to hope for the next sniper to be friendly and just not wander around, but all we need to now do is open up this crate, and both of those snipers will be in range of the airstrike. One will actually survive, which is actually what we want. We want this in this island route rather than any percent. In any percent, we want them to both die. In any percent, we want to collect the medal. In this, we want one to survive because it's less likely to wander around. Pause again. That is the ideal for that sniper as well. We've got the best possible RNG in this level. All I need to do is now place the airstrike, and I'm going to be targeting on the other pig podium. So here we go. Again, I want to put, if I'm going to be pushing any of the pigs, I want to be pushing them towards our shelter. Pause again, magic pen time. So with this one, I actually want to line the center of this podium, or where this pig is, up with the very edge of this airstrike. So just within this window, but closer to this edge here. The other one, I think it is technically possible to push this other pig straight into a minefield, but it doesn't tend to happen, and it's not important right now. We just need to not put him onto the health crate or slip all the way down the slope. So unpause, and I'm just going to cover that guy up a tiny bit more. The guy on the podium should be dead, if I've planned this correctly. It's been a while since I've done this. And this guy should be alive. Yep. This guy is on single digits, and he should just snipe from here. Or guess. Okay, snipe. So that's the ideal thing, is leaving that guy alive. He's more likely to just snipe compared to the guy nearest the big minefield. Now all we have a mine and a TNT to finish off this level. In any percent, we wouldn't want both of these alive because there's not enough time to get the medal and mine and TNT. But there's plenty of time to just mine this one, hopefully onto a mine, because that'll be quicker. And yep, TNT this one. And if that's successful, which it should be, it should almost be impossible for that guy to not land on a mine. And successful. All right. This is the RNG that we hope to get in this island. There are other routes, and there's going to be more lineups feasible for this route. You might want to look at the IL for this level by Caster. It's amazing. And maybe we can also gain... we might also be able to achieve some of that in this island run, maybe towards the end. But that's it for this level.